Good afternoon. I got a new crock pot right here. It's a Hamilton Beach, and the reason I got this kind of crock pot was because this is the long kind and mine was the stand-up tall kind, so I went ahead and got this one. And we are going to make what I call Maryland style chicken. We're going to use parboiled rice. We're going to use a big can of this cream of chicken soup, and we're going to use chicken breasts. So here we go. Okay, first thing I do, I don't know if you can see that, but I spray the inside of my crock pot. So I've sprayed the inside of my crock pot. Now the ratio normally for rice to water is 1 cup rice to 2 cups water, but I'm only adding 1 cup of water. Now I'm going to add 1 can of 26-ounce cream of chicken condensed soup. I'm going to add the whole can. Now normally when you use these condensed soups, the ratio of water, do not add milk for the crock pot. The ratio for water is 1 can of water for 1 can of soup. But I am only using half a can of water. So I'm going to add that half a can of water. Now I'm going to stir that up real good. Okay, I've got this real good mixed up. Now remember I said in the crock pot you don't use milk. You can use this canned cream soup, but you can't put milk in this early in a crock pot because it separates. Now, if you want to personalize this, this is one place you can personalize it. So now let me show you the spices I'm going to put in. Okay, if you're going to personalize it, this is one of the spots that you can personalize it. And what I'm going to do, and this is also where you would add your extra spices if you're going to add extra spices. I've added about 1/8 of a cup of chives, just chopped dried chives. And here is also where I'm going to add, just a second, look at that, that's my garlic. Let me break it up. Hold on. Okay, here's my chives I added. I just added dried chopped chives, and I added like I said, about 1/8 of a cup. So now I'm going to add garlic. Don't tell Ernie. And I'm also going to add just a touch of pepper. Now if you were going to add onion powder, if you like onion powder, whatever, this is where you would add it. You do not add salt because the canned soup has lots of salt in it. So now let me get this all stirred up. Okay, I've got it all nice and stirred up. Now I'm going to add my chicken breasts. Now I've added my chicken breasts, and I want to make sure they're good and stuck down in that juice. But I also want to make sure that if I've got any rice hanging out on top, that it gets pushed underneath the juice too. So now we are going to turn the crock pot on high. Put the lid on and we'll be back. Okay, it's been on high for 2 hours. I'm going to now stir it thoroughly. Okay, this is what it looks like. And I want to stir it up. Trying to do this one-handed. Let me stir this and I'll come back. Okay, here's where you're going to assess everything. Now I used some big big breasts. I'm sorry. I used some big chicken pieces. So obviously, I'm going to let it go for 2 hours now on low. Okay, so 2 hours on high, and now 2 hours on low. Okay, time is up. Take off the lid. Ooh, nice. And just a second, let me get 2 hands going here. Okay, now is the last chance to do, to add anything if you want to add anything. I want to add these 2 boiled eggs, so I'll show you that right now. Okay, I have my 2 eggs all smashed up there, and I'm going to add them to my crock pot. I have taken the chicken breasts out. Okay, I've added those boiled eggs. I've stirred it up real good. Now, this is the way I choose to serve it this time. You can leave the breasts, the chicken, in the soup and just leave it in the crock pot. Of course, you turn your crock pot off and just let everybody serve themselves. But the way I decided to serve it today is I put all the chicken in this bowl, and I'm leaving the soup in the crock pot. I have the crock pot off, and now you can just dip out as much soup as you want, and everybody gets a chicken breast. So now I will plate Ernie up some, and he'll do his official taste test. Okay, Ernie's going to do his official taste test. Ernie, the main thing I want you to taste is that chicken and rice, yeah, that soup. So now y'all remember, you can use chicken legs, chicken thighs, whatever you want to. You know, you can use, I used cream of chicken soup. I'm sure you could use cream of mushroom, but this is the way I learned it. So Ernie, what do you think?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
So there you go, y'all. This is my Maryland style chicken. You can bake this in the oven. You can do it in your crock pot. It's just really good and an inexpensive meal. So, thanks for watching.